A new form of physical therapy in San Antonio is taking virtual reality underwater. Eyewitness News reporter Sharon Coe shows us how a UTSA associate professor is using games to help children in need.
Jump in, strap on the headset,
It's waterproof, so you're good,
and get ready to hop around.
You're a frog, and you're jumping around and trying to catch flies.
Here at the Children's Rehabilitation Institute of Teletón USA, 10-year-old Carlos, who has cerebral palsy, is playing lily pad jump for the first time.
It helps with coordination, motor planning, their ability to see what happens if I jump a little too far.
The whole thing is like a game for them. It's not working.
John Corals, an associate professor at UTSA, created this game. It's an expanded version of his first aquatic VR game, Shark Punch. He has multiple sclerosis and found that aquatic VR helped prevent overheating during exercise.
Most of these kids that we're targeting this for, they can't really jump safely when they're on land. But in the water, it supports them.
We pretty much see kids in the pool benefiting from this with all kinds of conditions and ages, usually 5 years and up. And the conditions range between like cerebral palsy, genetic disorders.
Corals is hoping his game will help more kids in the future. He's starting a trial with the rehab center to get a grant from the National Institute of Health. He wants to test the impact of this therapy on a larger scale.
I mean, half the time they don't want to take it off; they don't want to stop. You know what I mean? And so that's a really big highlight for me. For one of the reasons I want to keep doing this.
Sharon Coe, KENS 5, Eyewitness News.
Corals is hoping to create different experiences with the game and eventually have it available for kids to use at home.